is Daniel Uzma binti Norizan. I am part 1 student from UiTM Tapa of Applied Science Faculty, Group 9. My student ID is 2022485678. Today, I would like to share with you guys what I have learned for my Chemistry 131 subject. Well, there are many topics for the subject, but today I just want to point out one chapter only, which is chapter 1. The title is Atoms, Molecules, Ions, and Chemical Equations. Alright, so what are my content? What things that I will discuss for today? So, I will discuss a few of subtopic from the chapter 1. Only three of them, which is definitions, the mole concepts, and Avogadro's number, and also empirical formula and molecular formula. Don't worry, it's just a basic thing and it's easy. Okay, so let's get into our first subtopic for the chapter 1, which is definition. Definition that I would like to explain today is the terms that are regularly used in chemistry subject. Well, the first one is atom. Atom is the smallest particle of an element that retain the characteristic properties of that element. Okay, there are three subatomic particles in atom. They are proton, electron, and neutron. So, what are they? Proton, a subatomic particle found in the nucleus of every atom. It has a positive electrical charge which equal and opposite of electron. What does opposite of electron? It does mean that electron, a negatively charged subatomic particle that can be either bound to an atom or free. The next one is nuclear number. The mass number, also called atomic mass number, is the total number of protons and neutrons in an atomic nucleus. Element, substance that cannot be broken down into two or more different substances. It is formed from the combination of atoms only. Isotopes, atoms with identical atomic numbers but different mass numbers. Most elements have two or more isotopes. Okay, then molecules form from chemical combinations of atoms combined in specific ratios to one another. Compound, a compound is a substance composed of atoms of two or more elements chemically united in fixed proportions. And the last one is ions, an atom of an atom or group of atoms that has a net positive or negative charge. Okay guys, let's go to the next subtopic, which is the mole concept and Avogadro's number. The mole, what it is? It is a unit to count numbers of particles. One mole equal to Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 multiplied by 10 power of 23. So here are mole concept that you guys needs to know before do any of calculations, because this is a basic thing you guys needs to remember in your head before do any calculations. Okay, now for the example. Determine the number of atoms in 12.3 gram of lithium. So, how do we know the number of atoms? How we want to calculate, how we want to find the number of atoms? First of all, refer to the mole concept. First, we need to find the mole. Regarding to the mole concept, it shows that we need to find the mole first. So here, 12.3 divided by the molar mass of the lithium, which is 7. We will get 1.76. Then the molar mass that we gain from the calculation, now we multiply it by the Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 multiplied 10 power of 23. So here we get the answer is 1.06 multiplied 10 the power 10 power of 24. Okay, then is formula mass. Formula mass is the sum of the atomic masses in formula unit of an ionic compound. For any ionic compound, formula mass equal to molar mass. Okay, so for the example, what is the formula mass of calcium phosphate? So how we want to find the formula mass? It's easy. We just multiply the atomic mass with the molar mass of the element, such as calcium 3 multiplied by 40.08, phosphate 2 multiplied by 30.97, oxygen 8 multiplied by 6.00. So total we total all of them and we will get 310.18 Alright, let's move on to empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula is a formula that gives the simplest whole number ratio of atoms in a compound. Molecular formula that shows how many atoms or ions of each element combine to make the compound. Okay, how to determine the empirical formula? Okay, so here are steps for determining an empirical formula. First, start with the number of gram of each element. Second, convert the mass of each element to moles. Third, divide each mole ratio by the smallest number of moles calculated. And the last one is round the nearest whole number. Okay, for the example, what is the empirical formula of a compound that contains 40% carbon, 6.67% hydrogen, and 53.33% oxygen by mass? Okay, first we need to write down the mass of each of the element. Next, we find the mole of each of them. So for the C, 40% and divide by 12, hydrogen 6.67 divide by 1, oxygen 53.33 divide by 16. So we will get the moles. Then we divide by the smallest ratio of all of them. So carbon 3.33 we divide by 1, we divide by 3.33 and we will get 1. So 6.67 we divide by 3.33 we will get 2. For oxygen 3.33 divide by 3.33 so we will get 1. So we 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 ratio all of them and we will get CH2O. Okay. Next steps for determining a molecular formula. First, simply calculate the mass of the empirical formula. Divide the molar mass of the compound by the mass of the empirical formula to find the ratio, and multiply all the atoms by this ratio to find the molecular formula. So, for the example, okay, for a compound whose empirical formula is CH2O, the molecular mass was found to be 180. What the what is its molecular formula? So first of all, um, we already have the empirical formula, so it's easier. We just need to find the atomic mass, the total of atomic mass. Then we will get 30. Okay, and then we divide the molecular mass with the atomic mass and we will get 6. So we just multiply our answer of the last calculation 6 with the empirical formula and we will get the molecular formula which is C6H12 O6. Okay guys, that's all for now. I hope you guys enjoy my presentation and also I hope you guys get something from my speech. Thank you. Bye. Assalamualaikum.